I'd like to start by explaining that this is the shorter version. I'll upload a longer version so you could see it in real time, but I know that some of you don't have the patience for that, so for that you have this version. This might be challenging for a lot of you to get the measurements correctly, but it's a pretty good first assignment to try to understand value. I only use one brush, so I'm drawing with the brush. If you're at this stage, you must have already done your first painting assignment, which is how to manipulate the brush to create different things. A general rule of thumb when we're painting is we always do the shadows first, or the dark areas. The highlights sit on top of the shadows and the midtones. So with a single brush, you could go ahead and, like I'm doing in the video, draw out the stuff and start applying your shadows. Of course, I don't finish the shadows before I continue to do the next thing. I like to see it come together, as you also see me do in the video. The quality paint that we're using in class it's not the best student grade. So the white in particular is very transparent. In the longer version, you'll see that I had to put multiple layers of white, and I had to lay it on rather thickly, especially at the end. But before you do that, you need to be sure that the paint is dry so that you have the purest white that you can possibly get. It's not uncommon for me or any artist to use their fingers. A couple of things you have to concern yourself with when you're painting is you have to make sure that the values match. You have to make sure that your measurements are correct. You have to make sure that your lines are soft where they need to be soft and sharp where they need to be sharp. So you see me cleaning up a couple of lines. Painting is very forgiving, so you see right there I made that too short, and I went and I extended it, and then I'll go back in and add the top. And another thing I like to know is that my painting is by no means perfect. My paintings never are, but I always just try my best, and I try to improve with every work, and I think I get a little bit better every time. For that pyramid there in the bottom right, because you are using the lower quality white, it's important to try to understand what your options are. So the pyramid is very white, it's very bright, and right now my pyramid doesn't feel bright enough. But there's not much I can do to make it brighter because I've already used pure white. So what I really have to do is check the value around it. And the truth is that around that pyramid, it's darker. So I darken around it, and then you could see that it appears to be lighter. And then when I go in and I apply my truly pure white, once it's dry, then it looks much better. So sometimes when you think that the problem is the item, just stop and look around the item and make sure that everything around the item, including the value, is as accurate as you can possibly get it. So this short video is nearly done. It's not perfect, but I think I did a good enough job for this video demonstration. I could have been a little bit more precise with my measurements, but if you can achieve something to this level, I'll be very happy with that. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day and be safe wherever you are.